last week, but I wasn't able to.
I heard that you were pretty busy last week.
I was quite busy last week, yes. I was doing some stuff with uni work, and well, I was gonna stream on Thursday. No, yes, Thursday. But the tube strikes happened, so that I couldn't get home.
I
But
see.
I have many big plans for next week. This week. Well, no, next week probably, because it's like Wednesday already, and I still haven't streamed this week.
That's totally okay. As I hear a lot of stuff you are doing, it seems that you have kept yourself really busy even while you're not doing that, which is something that I like hearing. I believe that even though I have crammed my schedule for the past 2 weeks to make streaming work, I believe that next week I will be taking off so that way I can start editing videos, get ahead on content creation for YouTube and other video platforms. So that way
I see.
I can roll them out almost every week, even when I don't have a video rolling out. I have a lot of footage to go through and a lot of fun to kind of find within those things. So I look forward to it, and it is one of the most fulfilling parts of being a content creator, is creating those videos, to me at least.
Yeah, I'm so behind on that. Like, the last YouTube video I posted was like January, and it's pain because I want to go and edit videos, but firstly I'm still learning on how to do that, and I'm afraid of publishing something that's going to be like crap. And secondly, uni work has been very intense. It's been very intense, but yeah. Fuck, I haven't played Pokemon in so long, and they announced the new Pokemon already. Like, come on, I'm not ready for that yet. I've had a month, please, I've only had a month.
They also announced that F-Zero is going to be going onto the Switch, which actually might be the thing that makes me get a Switch, because I feel like F-Zero is a series that did not get enough love, and so I would love to support that by buying a Switch and actually playing that game a lot, especially with a couple of the other creators that I know that are also excited about this idea.
That's cool.
My apologies.
I literally
Did not
know
mean
nothing.
to speak out of turn.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't know anything about F-Zero at all. I think I might have seen that one thing about, where it's just like do a barrel roll. Like in the game theories. Opening. Yeah, I think that's the only time I've seen anything with F-Zero, I think.
I see.
Do you know F-Zero in another sense?
The last major F-Zero game that was released was on the GameCube, so it has been a very, very long time since the game was released in any capacity.
Wow, that's... How old is that GameCube? Hold on, let me find out.
The series actually goes back all the way to Super Nintendo as its first console it debuted on. And honestly, it is a very fun, arcade-like, futuristic racing game that actually has mechanics for bumping into other people and healing your vehicle and whatnot. There's boosts and things
That's
like
amazing.
that. And on top of that, there's like different controls with it than the normal, because you're not driving a normal car. So, it's interesting to watch people play those games and try to get faster times, because it is not like a conventional racing game at all. And even the GameCube ones are interesting to watch, because you can technically lose gravity and go off the track. And some people have nailed that perfectly, and it is pretty amazing to watch.
That sounds so cool, oh my god. Now I'm excited.
Yes.
So I just checked it out. And the GameCube came out in 2001. So that's literally 20 years ago. That's insane.
About 21 years ago, yes. Which is crazy.
I kind of... Occasionally I forget that I'm fucking old now.
I
And it's shit like this that reminds me, like, oh shit, yeah, I'm old.
I remember my birthday was literally 2 weeks ago. I just turned 30, and now I'm starting to feel the effects of age. And it's not terrible, but enjoy your youth while you have it, I guess, is a really weird and grim piece of advice. But use that energy you got now to do things and accomplish things while you can, while you have time.
I will try my best.
I feel like you do, but
Thank you. I think I just like... I don't know. Some of my life is like really nicely put together. And then I have other parts of my life that are just like... This is not working. Like, that's just me though. I'll learn to deal with it. It's just a bit of a learning curve, I guess.
there is it. Here's the secret that people do not tell you, though. I do not want to give you false ideas. I will say that it doesn't get easier, but you learn how to deal with it, and you find the things that you truly care about, that you truly want to concentrate on, and you pour yourself into those things. And whatever makes you happy, kind of learn to just find those things that you care about more.
I see.
It sounds terrible at first, because we feel like we need to pull ourselves in 10 different directions, because everything is so connected now, and the world feels like it moves so fast. But the thing is you just need to go at the pace that is good for you to make sure that you're obtaining goals, but not be so lax as to lose yourself in other things and let life get in the way, essentially. Life will always get in the way. I do not mean to keep on giving advice, whatnot.
Honestly, this stream has become... This ASMR recording is now... Viewer receives great life advice from Hedgehog, while Raptor just kind of marvels at it at the same time. I like it. Keep talking, it's great.
This is perfectly fine. I will
This
just
is
say
just
that
with like...
sorry, I felt like I was talking out of turn.
Oh, no, just keep talking. I'm happy to listen.
This is very fair. I guess my biggest piece of advice, if you want it to carry with you, is to simply do whatever makes you happy, because that's kind of what matters in the end anyways. As long as you're not harming people, I don't see any, harm in pursuing that happiness, even if it is something simple or complex.
That is a good wisdom. Thank you.
If the
I will
ball
continue to try and do what makes me happy.
If the ball is too big for your mouth, it is probably not your ball.
Ew. I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
That sounded like it had intention to it, but I will let it go.
I'm sorry. I'm just happy. I'm just excitable and so glad that I can hear this amazing advice. Because it does feel genuine, and it feels like, I don't know, like something that my dad would try to say, but like not really quite get the message across. And so it feels like, TM, will you be my surrogate father?
Daddy TM is now a thing.
Yes, Daddy Hedgepog.
Daddy hedgepog is now a thing.
Daddy Hedgepog.
ASMR TM adopts a raptor.
Yes, this will come up on my OnlyFans, which I'll post a link to down below.
It sounds like you're done with the ASMR now.
I'm just trying not to laugh. That was funny, okay?
But more importantly, I want to talk about you a little bit and what kind of stuff you want to do streaming wise. Not short-term goals, but maybe some things that you want to do in the future. Maybe.
Okay, well, I'm still psyching myself up to do a hypnosis stream. I have yet to actually attend one, which has been on my to-do list for a while. But it's just like, with work, it kind of puts a lot of times that people would stream usually out of the window. Like, I can't watch streams on a Friday night or a Saturday night, which is when I feel like a lot of people stream. And then Sunday night is also a little bit, because I'm usually working then as well, though it's not guaranteed. No, it's less chance. So yeah. And then I guess other big things I want to do is I'd love to have a big kind of I don't know, I can't put my thoughts into words right now. I would love to run TNT again. I want to run a big TNT campaign with some people, with perhaps some other dinosaur VTubers that are interested in that, just for thematic. Like at the start of streaming, I was like, I only want to do collabs with other dinosaurs because that's thematically perfect. But like now I realize that I just make friends, and I'd really rather do things with my friends than just like approaching random people and being like, hey, you want to do this? So I definitely go to like my friends for something like that now. It's another thing that I've learned from like, yeah, I'd love to do that. I don't know if anything else. I haven't like thought of long-term goals as such. I just stream and try and do stuff when I can, because long-term is well, the future tends to scare me, so I just don't think about it.
The future is very scary for a lot of people, so it is understandable. But
yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
Yeah, it's just yeah, the uncertainty of things that could change and things that might like go away or fade. And like, say
can mitigate this as best as we can by making the unknown known. It sounds very weak, maybe weird, but the future is always going to come, whether it's, well, good or not. I guess the best thing about the future is that it's a future to begin with. That can do something that nobody really knows what tomorrow is going. But if it did, that would make life rather boring, and we would not go and accomplish the things that we would normally do as a result of that.
I think, yeah. Damn, this is getting super philosophical.
That is one of TM's secret things, is that even though he tends to be some that is funny, he is, I hate saying the word wise, but I do not have a better word for it. But the reason I am wise is because there was a time where I was the age that thought the knowledge that I had, and sometimes I feel like I have always had this responsibility to pass these things on, so that way more people can make better decisions themselves, especially people I could consider my friends.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. You're very sweet and kind and very wise. I don't care if you don't like to use it, I like to use it because it's true. So what stream goals do you have, like, in long term? What are you looking to get from streaming?
TM has, it sounds weird to start with this, but TM has the personality type of somebody who is creative and likes to be thinking of new things to do rather than doing the old things over and over again. Even if it is sticking those things, kind of like blender, mixing them up, that could be considered something new. So, TM really likes finding new things to do in that manner. But for long-term goals, TM is kind of just going to go for it as far as he goes because he truly enjoys this. And yeah, it's a lot of these crazy ideas. He has a bad habit, possibly getting too close to the sun, not being afraid to get burned. But at the same time, because of no matter how many times I get too close to the sun, I always tend to try again. So why?
I think that's a very good mentality to have. To just not be afraid to try things. It's very good for you. I think. Certainly very good. Whenever I try something new, I usually find that my fear of it was a lot greater than, like, how afraid I am when I actually try it and do it. Like, I think the best example I probably have is actually streaming, because I wanted to stream for, like, a long time, but, I was always kind of afraid that I wouldn't do very well, or that it would be, like, I don't know, I got, like, afraid that anything I did would just kind of work against me somehow, and it's scary putting yourself out there like that, but it's a lot of fun also, especially when you get to meet such amazing hedgehog.
So, I look at creativity as if it were a muscle that you work out. It will be very weak at first, and it will feel like you cannot do much with it. But the more that you practice and the more that you utilize it, the more you will find yourself coming to conclusions and understanding your medium more and more. The more you just work at it, even if it is not your quote unquote best, it is striving to be better next time too, and even further beyond that, once you hit that other milestone, whatever that may be. So, simply put, the people who create a lot were bad once at something, and that's something suboptimal, if you will. You're those content creators that you look up to, even if they are VTubers too, or not, have been at a place where you are at now. And the only difference is they have worked through it for possibly years, possibly months, to create what they are now. And it is a process.
That's a good point, yeah. It's definitely a process. Like, my stuff is still super scuffed. But I know that in time I'll improve it and make it better. And it won't be scuffed in like a year or something. I mean, it will, but just less so. And I think seeking perfection is good, but don't get caught up on it, don't get hung up on it. Accept that you'll never be perfect, and keep trying anyways.
If that's the thing about creativity, that to a certain degree we are creating art. Beauty of art is that it is not perfect.
That's true. That is true.
I also believe that creating tangible goals for yourself is important. A lot of people tend to create very large goals for themselves that seem completely intangible to where they are at the time. And it's understandable why people get overwhelmed and eventually feel defeated and surrender. But in reality, it is no different than anything else that you can really do. Like, for example, if you have to clean your room or your house or something, if you let it go to disrepair, it seems like an insurmountable task at first. But once you start bringing it down into little pieces, suddenly everything feels just a little bit more tangible whenever you make those smaller goals for yourself. So, starting with smaller goals and reaching those tangible goals is important when starting out anything creative, whether it be just getting a microphone, getting a new overlay, or finding some bit to do. Every little bit helps you out, whether you know it or not.
Yeah. As you said this, I'm looking around my room like, damn, this bitch dirty. And I'm like,
DM also lives in a depression pit too. It is actually very recently he just picked